So welcome to electrical machine lab. Now we are welcome to electrical machine lab. Now here we are going to introduce some instrument in the electrical machine for the different measurement purposes. Okay, so we will start very simple. It is a AC ammeter to measure the current in the AC circuit. Similarly, if there is a written as a DC, then it is a DC ammeter for measurement of current. It may have two terminals, means there are only one range, but here there are three terminals. It means that this is a common, and here it is a 20 ampere and 10 ampere. So if the current is more, we can select this 20 ampere range for measurement purpose, and for better resolution, if the current you know that it is a 10 ampere or in the range of 10 ampere, you can connect these two terminals, otherwise these two terminals. So this is it is always connected in series. You ensure that the ammeter should not be accidentally connected in parallel, because the ammeter has a very low resistance and it will make the short circuit. So this is the one ammeter, DC AC ammeter. Similarly, this is DC ammeter. Here it is written as a DC, and again it has a three terminals. It is a common terminal. This is 2 ampere and 1 ampere. For we know that we can connect 2 ampere or 1 ampere. If the current is less than 0.5, we should connect to the 1 ampere range. Then it will give the proper resolution, isn't it? So this is the ammeter, AC ammeter and DC ammeter. Next is the voltmeter. So it is a AC voltmeter. Similarly, we will have a DC voltmeter. In AC voltmeter, again there are three terminals are given, because in AC circuit there are it may be connected between phase to phase. When the phase to phase is there is a 400 volt. So therefore we have to connect this a common and 600 volt. When we are connecting into the single phase, we know that the single phase is 230 or 220 volt is there. So then we are connecting 0 and 300. So here it is written double range is there. So upper range is 0 to 600 volt and lower range is 0 to 300, isn't it? So when we are selecting the 300, so we have to measure the 300 range. When we are selecting the 600 voltage range, then you have to select, or you have to going to measure the voltage from the 600 voltage range over the measuring scale. So same, this is for the ammeter and this is for the voltmeter. Now in AC circuit, we are going to measure the voltage, we are going to measure the power with the help of wattmeter. But in DC circuit, simply current multiplied by the voltage, it will use the power. But in case of AC circuit, there is a multiplying factor, that is a cos phi it comes, and we are not able to calculate the power only simply by multiplying current and voltage. So we are using one wattmeter. Wattmeter is the combination of voltmeter and ammeter. So it will measure voltage and current simultaneously. Therefore, there is a voltage coil and current coil. So this is, there are some different terminals are there. Here you are able to see it is a M, L, C, then 150 volt, 300 volt and 600 volt. So 600 volt, 300 volt, 150 volt is the selection of voltage range. If it is a single phase, you can connect up to the 300. If it is connected between the phase to phase, then you have to connect the 600 volt. Okay, M is connected to the mains. Okay, L it goes to the load, and MC it is short circuit. So when M and C is linked is there, so voltage coil and current coils, they are come, that is voltage coil is in the parallel and current coil connected in series. Similarly, this is the selection of current. If it is written over this one, it is a 0 to 10 ampere. It is a one range is 5 ampere, second range is 10 ampere. It means that when we are connecting this stick in parallel, the meaning is that it is a 10 ampere, means higher range. If you are connecting in series, how it is connecting in series? If you just open this one, lose this terminal and connect into the series one. So now it is connected in series. So now it is connected in series, otherwise it was parallel. When it is in series, जो भी आपका whatever the current range is there, it is a lower one. Here the current range is 5 ampere and 10 ampere. Now this is for the selection of 5 ampere, isn't it? When it is connected in parallel, it will be for 10 ampere. Now from the selection of current and voltage range, there is a multiplying factor of wattmeter. Suppose the current range is 5 ampere, voltage range is 300, then multiplying factor is voltage range multiplied by current range divided by full scale deflection. So 5 multiplied by 300 is 1500. 1500 divided by full scale deflection, it is 750, isn't it? 750. So 1500 divided by 750, it comes to the multiplying factor is 2. Now suppose it is connected in parallel, then what happened? 3000. 300 voltage multiplied by 10 ampere is a 3000 divided by its full scale deflection is the multiplier. So by this way we are going to, whatever the reading, if it is read 100 watt multiplied by 2 multiplying factor, so it become a 200 watt. Actual power is 200 watt. Now this is the rheostat. What is rheostat? Rheostat is the resistance, is a variable resistance. We will put this some variable resistance to vary the voltage sometime and to vary the current. Okay. Now it has 3 terminals generally. This is a single limb. This is 2 terminal. If you are connecting these two, entire resistance comes into the circuit. So it is a fixed point, isn't it? If you are connecting here or say here, and one terminal is here, so what becomes? The current enters from here. It goes through the entire resistance, and from this link it comes over here. So if you move here, so it means that only this much resistance is connected in series. If you move again here, only this much resistance is connected here. So we are connecting if any one terminal, fixed terminal, and one terminal over the sliding contact, then it becomes a variable resistance. So by varying this point, we are able to vary the resistance in the circuit, which is used to decrease or increase the voltage or to limit the starting current for the motor, or say it may be some excitation is there. So this is the rheostat which we are using. This is, now here it is written over this one, it is a say 110 volt 5 ampere is there. Similarly, this is the 2 limb rheostat. In this 2 limb rheostat, again if you are connecting these 2 terminals, total resistance comes into the circuit, isn't fixed. If you are connecting one here or one here, so we can connect, this is only one limb is we are connecting, and by varying this moving contact we are able to vary the resistance. If you are connecting these 2 terminals, entire resistance comes, but by varying this sliding contact, this much resistance, only that much resistance comes into the circuit. Suppose we have connected here and second terminal is here, so current comes from here up to this resistance, it comes from the sliding contact and goes to the second limb of the resistance. So this 2 limb resistance comes into the circuit. This much does not included in the circuit. Now suppose if you move this one, so entire this much resistance is going to added in the circuit. So by this way we are able to vary the resistance as per our application. Now this resistance having 1000 ohm, 1.4 ampere. So the selection of the circuit, selection of the voltage, selection of the voltmeter, selection of the ammeter and rheostat, it is depend upon the capacity of machine. What is the nameplate of the machine? First of all, we read the nameplate of the machine, and once we are able to read the nameplate, then it is possible to select the capacity or say handling capacity of ammeter and voltmeter. So for example, we will have this is the starter. You should ensure that it should be off position. Once you make the starting, then you have to move the handle very slowly, okay? And for the safety point of view, ensure that during the connection your switch should be off, isn't it? So what is the nameplate? See here, this is the, I will show one more machine is there. So this is the nameplate reading. This is you can see here, it is a voltage is 220 volt, okay? This voltage is 220 volt, current is 9 ampere, 1500 rpm, isn't it? So when we are selecting the current range, voltage range, it should be a 300 volt and current range 9 ampere. So it is better to select a 1500 ampere or 20 ampere, because at the starting it will take more current. So once the starting is over, then your 10 ampere, that is a 20 ampere range, is quite sufficient to measure the current. So this is somewhat introduction about say different instruments which we are using in the electrical machine lab.